All right, so no fancy intro this week because this has just got me ticked off, man. Let me get in here and see if I can find it. Here it is. All right, so I got this in the mail today from the Center of Voter Information. All right, so that sounds official. Sounds like a big deal. Sounds like something we should be very concerned about. Sounds like they've got our best interests in heart. But let's read it together. Hello, on November 3rd, you will be asked to vote for president. Voters need to decide whether to elect Donald Trump for 4 more years or to elect Joe Biden. All right, so there's the first falsity in this entire thing. Because there are several candidates on the ballot in all 50 states, including Joe Jorgensen. So you're being asked to decide between all of those candidates. Now, yes, those two are the front runners. They're from the big two parties. But that's all just psychological BS that those are your only two options. Okay, so moving on. It is our duty to be informed about both candidates, not just follow a party's lead, and to remain open-minded when forming opinions. There's nothing about this entire letter that is open-minded. Okay? As patriotic Americans learn more about the candidates, sometimes their minds change. Yeah, whatever. So the Center for Voter Information provides election information about issues important to voters, such as America's tradition of respecting access to health care. So that is a tradition, by the way. I don't know how long it takes to form a tradition, but apparently that is one. So I guess 14 years is what makes a tradition. So let's just keep that in mind. So we researched both candidates' positions and are sharing what we found. Okay. So there's obviously a slant in this, and it's all BS, man. It's just pissing me off. Pre-existing medical conditions. The law prohibits insurance companies from disrespecting their duty to Americans with pre-existing conditions. Under the existing law, insurance companies cannot charge people with pre-existing conditions more for health insurance. And by the way, if you don't have pre-existing conditions and your insurance has gone up over the last 12 years, that's why. That's how insurance works, man. If they cannot charge the risk for their particular risks, they must charge everyone for it. If not, there's no money to pay claims. That's how insurance works. So, below that, Trump is asking the Supreme Court to betray Americans with pre-existing conditions by overturning the current law. And the source is Fox News. So this letter is obviously geared towards misinformed conservative voters, by the way. Biden has been a loyal ally of Americans with pre-existing medical conditions. He helped pass the current law that requires insurance companies to honor their promises and not betray Americans with pre-existing medical conditions. He continues to support this law. So the source for Trump is Fox News. The source for Biden is Joe Biden's website, where he can say, I build websites for a living, so you can say whatever you want to on your website. So let's not trust any of this. All right, so then they've got a coronavirus statement. The Constitution says our government's first responsibility is to provide for the common defense. Now, common defense refers to military in the Constitution. Coronavirus threatens our national security, and Americans must defeat it. It's every patriotic American's duty to take responsibility and get in our country back up and running. Anyone contagious needs to stay home and not infect the rest of us with this disgusting virus. Oh my gosh, the rhetoric in here is just terrible, man. Oh, geez. So, then they go on to bash Trump about he was told in January about the coronavirus, and then he talks about Biden defending our country as vice president from the dangerous and disgusting Ebola virus. So, all right, so my point in reading all of this is it pissed me off because it is counting on people who are apathetic and low information, who just read headlines and not delve into deeper information. He's trying to scare you. And it's a dirty trick, man. And it's from Lionel Drips, the Center of Voter Information. So it's all completely and utterly BS, man. Because for one, health insurance is not right. Two, our respect of health insurance in the way he's framing it is just not a tradition. He's playing on the fact that you're patriotic or not. It's claiming that the coronavirus threatens our national security. No, it does. I guess it does in some ways because it's threatening the economy. And if we're poorer and we're weaker as a result of being poor, then yeah, our security hurts. The tax base is not there for them to tax the crap out of us, and taxation is theft, by the way.